No matter what, we come together for the good of our constituents, and I'm proud and honored to lead the People's House of the New York State Legislature.
The health and protection of the human beings that live in our districts is our responsibility.
Frederick Douglass's words for us today, I quote, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress."
If you want equity to happen, then this is where it happens.
All of us have a responsibility to the greater good.
The House will come to order.
Hello, everyone. I'm Assemblyman Angelo Santa Barbara. Welcome to a new edition of Assembly Update. I'm very pleased to have two guests that are friends of mine here from the Schenectady community in the studio. Will Rivas, you've been on the show a few times before. Adonis Richards, Vice President of Cocoa House, and the Executive Director of Cocoa House, of course, Will Rivas. We've talked about Cocoa House. We've talked about a number of events that you've been involved with, a number of initiatives as well. But you're both doing great work in making our community a better place for all of us, and I want to thank you for coming in. And our audience is excited to hear, and our community is excited to hear about the 518 Common Unity Cup this year, and that's why I brought you on. But we do want to talk about Cocoa House because there's a lot of things happening there as well. Will, you just celebrated a grand opening. You cut some ribbons. A lot has changed in just this past year. Tell us what's going on.
Well, we're thankful to be here today. We thank you very much. We are celebrating the renovation and grand opening of my childhood home that's been turned into a new teen empowerment center in Schenectady. We're thankful for our board members, James Thomas, Adonis Richards, Grantley McLeod, Robert Weimer, Gina Torres, Laura Backer. This has been a 7-year journey that we've been on, but it's been inspirational. I never thought that was something that I would be able to do. It's something I wanted to do, but having the grand opening, the ribbon cutting, and launching the Teen Empowerment Center has been very important in my life, and I'm thankful for all the support and to be able to say that that's something we accomplished together. So we're excited for what that's going to bring to the city of Schenectady and to the community in the next few years. The Teen Empowerment Center is a vision that you had, and you purchased a house next door. And now it looks like it's just everything's connected, right? Everything is all, it looks like it's always been one property. But just tell us what's happening. It's open now. What's happening in there? What are the additional services and programs that are going to be offered? Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we're partnering with local financial institutions to provide financial literacy courses for the youth, the teens, and the families in our program. We're currently working with Schenectady County. We have 6 local youth through the Summer Youth Employment Program that are working at the program every day with my wife, Shantae. And we have local mentors and entrepreneurs that are going to be educating the kids throughout the summer in leadership, mentorship, and entrepreneurship. And that's just one phase of what we're going to be starting. We're also going to be working with Dane Jennings with Catapult Gaming to launch a virtual reality simulation program at the center, as well as some other surprises that we haven't announced as of yet. But I'm excited because my vision for that space always was to utilize it as a community hub to really create some innovative programs with. Adonis, tell us, so you're VP of the Cocoa House. Tell us what's your experience been like and what are some of the things you're working on?
So working with Will has always been an exciting experience. There's always something new happening, but there's always something with a plan to help the community. I think just what he's done with his new Teen Empowerment Center is a brilliant idea that most folks couldn't even imagine. I couldn't imagine growing up seeing something like that, and I'm excited for what it has in store. As for me, being vice president, I'm just here to help create the vision that he has and do my best to help the kids of our youth, the kids in our community, explore their possibilities. Outside of that, I do a lot of just stuff in the community. I do a lot of poetry. I have poetry events in the community, and I do a freelance writing business. So. That's and it's wonderful to see that you have so much community support, and it's your staff is doing the work. You guys are there on the ground, but also I see a lot of support from our community, different organizations that want to see success here, and I think that's part of it is getting community to understand it's a good thing and moving it forward. That was really the intention behind how I launched this. It was never my intent to create something that was
in conflict with any other organizations. In fact, it was intentional to create something that intentionally tied together all our community resources. We're not in it to create any new programs. We're here to tie together and create the fabric so that the resources are shared with the community and the community has access to everything that's available. Cocoa House is really just a platform for us to be able to do that.
Yeah, and of course that's a number of different initiatives that we talked about, but we do have a trophy
Yes,
that
sir.
is sitting there special for this show. And Adonis, tell us about that trophy. Tell us what that is.
Well, this is my trophy, actually. No, I'm kidding. So this is, Will likes to say it's a trophy for the community. We like to gamify the Common Unity Cup to make people feel like they're competing, because they are. It is a competition, but this is the city's trophy. This is for everyone to just come together and rally together for common unity. So, like Will was talking about, this year we are doing something a little different. We are creating a leaderboard where folks can go around and share their shirts, share their experiences with the Common Unity Cup, and have a chance to win prizes. When it comes to this cup, though, like I said, I don't think anyone's leaving with it except for me. But it's for people to strive to be a part of something bigger than themselves.
The idea, just the idea. This is the third year now. Will, tell us the origins of this. And this was something, you rolled it out, and people were wondering, what is this? What's Common Unity? I spoke about Common Unity on the floor of the State Assembly in the chamber, and people were asking, wait a minute, what's happening here? What are you guys doing in Schenectady? And I found myself trying to explain what it was and why we were doing it. Tell us about the origins and what you had hoped to accomplish with this and what it is actually bringing to our community.
Yeah, throughout the pandemic, there were a lot of things going on, a lot of meetings, there was a lot of feelings, a lot of conversations, a lot of dialogue. And what I found was the word community in the midst of a lot of dialogues. But I always question, the context in which people were using it. So I took in consideration, the word and what it means in common unity. It's us as a people, the common things that we all need, that we all share, that we all want, and what our communities are in need of. So I wanted to create something that was very specific, that united people. And there's a T-shirt that I gave out last year, and a lot of people didn't really get the joke. It's Thanos, and he's holding the glove, and it's the community, it's the police, it's education, it's Union College, it's all these different entities that for a very long time people didn't think could work together. And we used this event to unite all these organizations and agencies across the city to take part in what people perceive as, it's just about fun. No, there's not. It's about relationship building. It's about trust building. It's about bridge building. And what's been great about this is we don't just have police officers and, individuals from the fire department coming and watching. They're taking part. They're bringing their families to these events. Yeah. The joke last year was that there were so many shirts and so many people, you couldn't tell who was a police officer and who was a community member, because everybody smiled and everybody had so much fun. And that is really the intent, is to create relationships, break barriers, and build access.
And so you have some new shirts this year, and I'm excited. I'm excited to have these here. So I'm just going to hold it up so the audience can see here. And I know, Nicole's off camera here, but she's going to be playing kickball this year. That's what I heard. So we're going to be kicking off the first event on July 23rd. That'll be in Bellevue.
Yes, sir.
And Robert Dobbs will be there.
Yes, sir.
And let's give him a shout out as well.
Shout out to my guy, Robert Dobbs, Restorative Mindset, and all the work he's doing.
And so there are going to be 5 events. So the next one will be at MLK School. That'll be basketball.
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to move on to National Night Out. Now that's a big event that every year that happens, and throughout my assembly district we see events happening. But this event, this becomes a very big event with the addition of the Common Unity Cup added onto it. And as you said, I think that what makes this special is that everybody there is there to play sports together, to be on a team together. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what your profession is, where you work. You put on the T-shirt, you're part of that team. And I think that's something that, and that's, people, elected officials show up, and police officers, fire department, but everybody has the same T-shirt on. Everybody's playing the same games. I think that's really a powerful message to bring everybody together. And I'm happy to see that it's going into its 3rd year, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more. So that National Night Out, I hope people can make it out for that, even if they can't make some of the other ones. And that'll be at the A Diamond.
Yep, that'll be a Central Park A Diamond. We also have the parking lot that's available where we're going to have some fun. I won't spill the beans on everything that'll be there, but just come out to Central Park. Also, again, Union College is a partner this year.
Yeah.
Thank you to Brian Ledbetter and My Brother's Keeper and their partnership, Schenectady School District. Union College will be providing food at each event for free, but we'll also have Tanika Smith and Kitchen Love 18.
Shout out to her as well, yeah.
Doing their themed meals at every event specifically, and the menu for that'll be out soon. So
yeah,
stay tuned.
That's what. Yeah, and shout out to all your vendors and people that show up and they set up informational booths and things. So it does make for a complete day. It's not just the sport itself, whatever you're playing, but there's other things that happen during the time there. So then we hope to move to Mount Pleasant, my old neighborhood, Mount Pleasant Field, for some dodgeball.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is a favorite. The dodgeball is a favorite one of mine. So we have some great photos to share of all this while we're on the show here. They'll be flashing these up, and then we're gonna end it with flag football.
Yes, sir.
Which is the big event. Last year was at the high school.
Yeah, the last 2 years have been at the high school flag football. It's the biggest event. It's our most well-attended event. And it's right before school, so it's the event where we do the most giveaways, back to school items, backpacks, school supplies as well. And we'll still have a lot of that stuff this year. We have a lot of surprises that we'll be adding. There's
things coming up, so you don't want to miss this. And I do want to mention your Facebook and your Instagram. So let's give out, if you have, it's 518 Common Unity Cup.
Yep.
If you can find them on Facebook and on Instagram, and the challenge, of course, take photos.
Yes, so take photos with the Common Unity Cup t-shirt. And you can take a photo, you can take a video, or you can just take a photo and hashtag Common Unity Cup. There's a different point system for each. And each week we tally up all the points, and then we give out prizes to whoever's leading in their leaderboard this week. So if you have a shirt, definitely wear your shirt. Take a video in your car, out in one of the fields. Be creative. Inspire somebody to wear their shirt. And we're looking every day for someone to post the hashtag. So it's hashtag 518 Common Unity Cup.
And they can start doing that now. Right, even before the first event. The schedule of events will be posted obviously on your Facebook, and people will be able to find it. But this is open to everyone. Anybody can attend. Anybody can play. Right. So don't feel like you can't come or you can't be play it. And even if you don't know how to play the sport, we'll show you how to play the sport.
Yeah. And that's the perk with this is it's 5 weeks, 5 sports, 5 locations, and we want to really encourage people to come out, enjoy the entire city and county of Schenectady, see the different parks. Engage in different sports, meet different people from different neighborhoods. That's really the premise on why this was created, is engagement. We learned that throughout the pandemic, a lot of people were in the house, and it caused a little bit of a depression for people. So we wanted people to come out and enjoy our city and enjoy meeting and engaging with each other, which is why specifically everything at the 518 Common Unity Cup events are free. The food is free, the drinks are free, the t-shirts are free. Everything's already raised, the money, and shout out to all the sponsors and donors. Everything is already paid for ahead of time. So we removed all the barriers to why people cannot attend.
People just need to show up. Just go there, take part in this challenge. This is something new. I played dodgeball. I played the kickball. I did my best. Hopefully, I can do a little better this year. But as Will said, it's not about doing good or bad. It's about being part of the team, and it's about having a lot of fun, which has happened at every single event. Keep track of the schedule. It may change. Yeah. We may change some locations. People can keep track on Facebook and Instagram. I want to thank both of you for the amazing work that you're doing, really, and it's just been wonderful to be a partner with you and to see all the good things you're doing in our community. I'm always happy to support, and I will be at these events, so if you're around, stop in and see us at the 518 Unity Cup this year. Thank you to Will, thank you to Adonis. Join us again here on Assembly Update. We'll talk more about things happening in our community. Take care.